Hey, what's going on, y'all? Thanks for tuning in with us. And as you know, it's another episode of The Real Behind the Ring.
So, in today's episode of Access Granted, we are going to be taking you guys on the journey with us to having this third child and let you guys see what has been going on, if we are pregnant or not, and what has been happening with that. I do want to warn you guys ahead of time. We're about to jump into these clips. The first clip, your girl is probably going to sound a little crazy, but I promise you I was not. And what I say in that clip is actually what happened. But I'm going to go ahead and
We're going to throw it to the clips,
clip.
but I want to say one thing. I want y'all to know that, like, we could easily chop this stuff up and be like, oh, let's leave this out. But we personally vlog this, so whoever's going through a journey and they're looking crazy and they don't want to put it out there on Front Street, that we already took them licks for you. Like, all you got to do is understand that God has sent us to show you that you are not alone, that we love you, that He loves you, and in spite of seeming crazy to others and to yourself, that it is okay, that you are still in God's care if you're seeking Him. So we're going to drop into the clips, and we just want to let y'all know that we're just being vulnerable. All right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I decided to make a video. The husband is not here right now, and the boys are down sleeping, but I needed to document this for myself. So we all know I miscarried on April 24th, and the night before that, God told me that that pregnancy would be okay. And then it ended in a miscarriage. Well, today is June 29th, 2022, and I took a pregnancy test, and it appeared to be positive. The line was extremely faint, but then I just was in the shower, and while I was showering, I felt the baby kick. And I know that this seems crazy, or I may seem crazy, like how can you feel a baby kick when you just got your first positive result, and technically this baby would be nowhere near old enough to be kicking. But I literally felt the baby kick. Sorry, I'm flipping a grilled cheese. I felt the baby kick, and it happened multiple times to where I said, Lord, am I tripping? And then I looked down at my stomach while I was in the shower and saw my stomach move the way that it moves when kids kick it, and you can see something push your stomach out. So I'm just documenting this because I don't know what this journey is about to look like. Is there a possibility that the baby from the previous pregnancy, that there's still a baby in there from then? Science would say no. Even my logical mind would say no. But is there a reason for me to be feeling a maybe 4-week-old baby kicking? There's not. So I'm just documenting this for me, and we're gonna see what happens. But I am mind blown right now. My mind was blown in the shower today. Okay, so today is September 18th, 2022. And I have to document this because God is so good. And you have to pay attention to the small whispers. I wanted to write this down, but it's so much to write, so I just decided to take a video. So I am like 4 days late on my period. And this will be our third try for our third child that God told us to have. And I took a pregnancy test this morning, and it came back negative. And I've been a little disappointed all day, just because I'm like tired of the emotional roller coaster and everything that goes along with getting pregnant and then miscarrying 2 times in a row, but knowing that God promised us this third child and we're trying for it, and it just doesn't seem to be working out. And so I checked the pregnancy test. When I first took it, it was negative, and I waited a very long time to make sure. And then hours later throughout the day, I was like, let me just look at it again to see. It was still negative. So I was like, okay, whatever. I just came to the bathroom, and as I was getting ready to sit down to the bathroom, something in my spirit said, look again. And when I heard look again, I laughed and I said, I'm not looking again. I've already looked twice today. But then I said to myself, you know what? I'm not going to be like that. So I prayed and I told the Lord, I said, Lord, I don't know if what I heard was you whispering to my spirit. And I don't know if it was just my own mind. But either way, I will never close my heart off. I will never let circumstances make me hard-hearted to where I don't listen to your voice. So I said, I'm going to look again just because I'm going to be obedient to what I believe I heard. So I looked again the third time today. And on the third time I looked at it, there was a faint line that says that it is now positive. And I'm going to show you. I hope that you can see this. But it is just so amazing the way that God works. This test has been negative. I took it maybe at 6 o'clock this morning, and it's probably 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I checked it maybe three hours ago, and it was still negative. But after letting it sit, there is a faint, very faint, I don't even know if you guys can see it, how faint this line is. You probably can't. You can clearly see it looks negative, but the faint line on it, oh, I wish you guys could see. Is there. I'm going to try to take a picture of it as well. But I believe that this is a sign and it's a manifestation of his promise that our third child is in my stomach. I looked again the third time and it was positive. And I believe the third time our third child is going to be born. We will not miscarry in the name of Jesus. We will not miscarry in the name of Jesus. We are going to see the manifestation of the Lord in Jesus' mighty name. I told Justin to bring me some tissue, but I'm really about to tell him that we're pregnant. He's on his way. He's coming. Ooh, hey, babe, look at the counter. Look closely.
Does it print?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah! Let's go! We got the vitamins, so we gotta get the baby. You know what I'm talking about, man? Yeah, so you didn't need tissue?
No, I just wanted to get you in here and I didn't want to.
Could have just said, can you come here?
But that would have been weird.
Okay,
Okay, so hey guys, it is September 23rd, Friday, and I need to just do a follow-up video. I was supposed to do this a couple of days ago, but if I'm being completely honest, emotionally, mentally, I wasn't there to make a video. So back on the 18th of September, like 5 days ago, I made a video where I was just crying with tears of joy and just in awe and in expectation of what God was about to do as far as us having our third child. The video talks about the Holy Spirit prompting me to look again at the test and it changing from a negative to a positive and all of those things. So basically what's happened since then is a couple days later, so on the 21st, I believe, I started having a little bit of cramping and then went to sleep, woke up in the middle of the night and I was bleeding. And I've been on my cycle since then for the last few days. And it's been disheartening because it's now the third miscarriage that we've had. And it really threw me for a loop. It made me have a lot of questions. You know, I wanted to talk to God and just be like, what is going on? Sorry, that's my kid in the background calling my full name on the monitor. But just ask him, like, why. My question was, why would you even let me see that test was positive if I was gonna miscarry a few days later? If I never would have looked at that test again, I would have just thought that my my cycle was a few days late or a week late, and it would have been, you know, no harm, no foul. But you allowed me to see that. You have been speaking to me that the time is now. You allowed me to get my joy up. You allowed me to get my expectation and my emotions in it again. And then to be let down again. So I had a lot of questions, and I still have a lot of questions because I don't have answers. I'm actually going to be going to my OB here in the next week to kind of ask some more questions to her and maybe have some testing done, try to get some more answers and figure out what's really going on, why we've now miscarried 3 times since January. And it is coming on the back of 2 healthy pregnancies back to back. So it just really makes no sense. I do believe a lot of it is spiritual warfare. Most of it is spiritual warfare, I'm sure, because this 3rd child wasn't, again, planned by me or my husband. He was actually going to have the vasectomy, and God gave us a dream the weekend before his procedure that we were to have a 3rd child. So we've been trying to be obedient and just walking in what he has told us to do. But it's been a journey. It's been a journey, and we're still on this journey, and we're still waiting to see, but we know that it will happen because God said it, and we believe in the faithfulness of God. So I will make another video when I have more answers, because right now I just don't know. I had a dream in the middle of the month. Today is November 30th, 2022. I had a dream maybe around like the 15th, 16th, somewhere around there, that my sister-in-law was pregnant and that I was pregnant as well. And on the 19th, we found out that I am pregnant. So we have, as you guys know, have had 3 miscarriages. This is my 4th pregnancy this year, 2022, but we are definitely believing in faith that this is going to be the one that comes to pass and God's promise is going to be fulfilled. So that's the other thing.
Yep. So blessings on blessings, pain on pain, promises on promises. God will allow for things to look broken or for us to be broken, but he is so dope in how he puts us back together. Our story doesn't have to be like other people's story, nor does yours have to be like ours, but we still serve them. One constant is our faithful God, Jesus Christ. Put some respect on that name. So we'll see y'all later.
Peace.
Peace out. Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. We are at our first ultrasound appointment to confirm pregnancy for baby number 3. Today is December 8th, 2022. Yeah. I'm excited. How do you feel?
I'm excited. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Have some enthusiasm, Hubert.
No, I do. Yeah, I'm excited.
But yeah, so we'll see what's going on in just a moment.
All right, cool. Peace.
All right, so this is gender reveal of baby number 3. All right, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
A great girl, Dad. It's okay. Oh man. Who help us, Lord? Josiah, can you say baby sister?
Baby sister.
Look at the camera and say baby sister. Look at Auntie and say baby sister.
Baby sister.
Yeah. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Oh my. Okay, so as you guys can see, we had again another journey, another roller coaster, up and down. We were pregnant in June, miscarried in July, found out we were pregnant again in September, miscarried that same month. Me and the Lord had to have a lot of conversations about that one, but we ended up getting pregnant again in November, and that pregnancy is still going great. Now, the one thing I will say is back in September, I didn't have answers for why God would have showed me a positive pregnancy test and told me to look again, and then me ended up miscarrying. I was very confused, kind of thought God was cruel, told him that a couple of times, and then realized that if he hadn't shown me that positive pregnancy test in September, I may not have even saw it as a miscarriage. I may have just thought that my cycle came on late. And one of the things that Justin and I had already talked about was if we miscarry a third time, then we were going to go ahead and start progesterone supplements, which was one of the things that our doctor had recommended to us. And lo and behold, after seeing that positive pregnancy test in September and then miscarrying, we did go ahead and get on the progesterone supplements, and we've had no issues with the pregnancy since then. So I do know for a fact that it was a reason God allowed me to see that in order for us to take the medical steps necessary and not just strictly say we're just going to go on faith and not do any type of intervention. So I definitely want to just put that out there for those of you who are like, well, this is spiritual, we're only going to do it one way. God has given medical professionals wisdom and knowledge, and sometimes you do have to also incorporate that into your journey like we did. So yeah, we did end up getting a reason of why we needed to see that pregnancy test in September. So that pretty much wraps us up to date. We are currently having a girl.
Yeah.
6 months pregnant.
Yep.
And everything is going great so far. So, babe, how do you feel about everything?
I mean, I feel good. It hits Sherice way different because it's her body. I'm trying to manage like the business side of things and then be there for her. So I'm really, I don't know if the fellas get me, but I can't really fathom or comprehend what she went through. And I'm not going to try to act like it. I'm here with her. It's our babies, but it's just different because I'm not carrying the baby and things of that nature. But I'm excited. A girl, Mercy G, gonna be coming real soon. And initially I was shocked. I thought we was gonna have a three-peat with the boys, but God had different plans. And first, like I said, I was shocked. But I know God's gonna help me to be the best dad that I can be for a baby girl. And so yeah, man, that's how I feel, baby. It's responsibility.
Yep,
but
a new responsibility, and it's going to be a new change in this house because we haven't had to raise a little girl yet. So that's coming up, and that'll be exciting. I do want to say, for those of you who really want to get into the journey of the miscarriages and how it affected us emotionally, myself mainly, and then Justin as well, and had an effect on our marriage, we did do a video on it a little while ago, so you guys can check that out on the channel. That video is called Managing Miscarriages, if you guys want to get a little bit more insight into what we were going through emotionally with these miscarriages.
Yeah, that's the last thing that we can cut out is it's just dope to see another promise fulfilled. You know what I mean? I think oftentimes we're waiting on God to bring us into this prosperous state, and we don't enjoy answered prayers that God is doing. Like it's like the car now, the promise of a baby. It's like we've heard him right more than we've heard him wrong. And so when people watch this and see it, they'll be able to see, man, like y'all was wilding, but at the same time, obviously y'all were hearing something. So it's another episode of Real Behind the Ring, and we'll see y'all soon. Peace.